counts: aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, unlawful discharge of a firearm, and weapons misconduct, prohibited possessor. Under the law, you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. Do you understand that, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. And in this case, the state is asking for a bond of $100,000. Defense, do you want to be heard on that matter?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Scott would like to be released today, Judge. I would like to point that he does have confirmed housing. He does have somebody who would be willing to provide third-party custody through his grandfather, John. I believe that, in addition to the supervision of pretrial services, should intend that Mr. Scott does make his court appearances. I would also like to note that the medical condition that Mr. Scott finds himself in the jail, as you might observe, he does have a gash in his head. I think that the medical condition, the medical care in the jail is insufficient to treat that. So I would ask for his release based upon those and the fact that he is a lifelong Tucson resident, not a flight risk. And this is his first offense since his release from prison in 2018. So I would ask for his release for those matters. If you're not inclined to release, Judge, I would like to point that he is indigent and that an $1,100 bond would be sufficient to ensure that he makes his future court appearances.
All right, thank you. Any response from the state?
Judge, the state would ask for the bond based on the nature of this offense involving a deadly weapon, the fact that the defendant has an active NVCA flag, and his two prior convictions were for negligent homicide and disorderly conduct with a weapon. The original charges were second-degree murder and aggravated assault. So based on the defendant's violent criminal history as well as the violence of this current offense, we've asked for the $100,000 bond.
All right, thank you. All right, I am going to set bond at $100,000. If bond is posted, he'll be supervised by pretrial services. He's not to possess or consume alcohol, surrender any firearms, and is not to have contact with the alleged victims or return to the incident location. And I am appointing the public defender's office to represent him. He's got a preliminary hearing coming up August 28, 2024 at 1:30 p.m. Mr. Scott, if you are released, you do need to be present at that next hearing. If you're not present, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's everything.